I don't have a clue how to weld, but I'm fixing to teach myself. All right, so we're here at Harbor Freight today. We got to pick up some supplies. And then we got Earl here. Oh, that's kind of what we're doing here today. Oh, howdy. The hoses for settling stuff. No, I'm looking for the actual, the whole cable. Oh, well, okay. That doesn't do me any bit of good then.
Yeah, you might try trim value over there by
Yeah. Okay, thanks. I don't know if I should get the rest of this welding stuff today then or not. But if I don't, is it going to be more expensive to get it somewhere else? That's the thing. But see, this is what you got to have to hold your welding rods. I don't know the first thing about hooking that stuff up. I really need to phone a friend and ask him about this torch stuff. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Sit this down for a minute. Phone a friend of mine, ask him about this stuff. I got a friend that just showed up here, and we're going back inside Harbor Freight. Michael here. And he's going to help me try to understand some of this welding stuff. So, on this welding stuff, they don't have the wire leads, I guess. They have, I thought they did too. What they do have is down here. Yes, well, I asked, I think a lady or something, and she said, down here. Then I may need to go to Atwood's, I think right here. So they have these, but that's for oxygen and acetylene. So then I'm looking at like this stuff here, this, but I don't know how to hook any of that up. I don't know if I could just go buy the wire separate somewhere and be cheaper, or should I just go somewhere else for the whole kit and caboodle? Plus, I started to buy a helmet, but I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Yeah. So initially, I just picked out this one. I was gonna buy it, but then when I couldn't get that stuff going, I was like, you know what? Plus, I was gonna buy a few things in there, gloves and whatnot. But then I put it all back because it's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's a manual. Just dark all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, now these are all auto darkening.
They're what?
Auto darkening.
Meaning?
When you've got it on, you can look through it right now.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, you could read a piece of paper.
Okay.
The minute that arc flashes, it goes boop.
Okay.
And they're supposed to tint, some of them have settings on them for the amount of darkness you want.
Okay.
Like whether you want a number 10 or a number 11 lens or...
So if you came here to buy a helmet, what one would you get?
Honestly, the cheapest one that...
The cheapest one?
Because...
They're all going to about work the same, maybe?
Well, I mean, if you're going to do a lot of welding, yeah, then you'll want to...
I'm concerned about my eyes. That's why I've never gotten into it. That's the one thing I've not allowed myself to teach myself.
Well, I'll tell you, if you ever flash burn your eyes, you'll be very careful never to do it again.
I know, and I've heard so many stories about it.
They
That's
always
why.
say it feels like sand in the eyes. No, it feels like glass.
Mm-hmm.
And you just want to rip your eyes right out, you know. And the drops they give you, they don't work.
That's the one I initially picked out, which is this blue one up here, or blue and black one.
Switching speed on darkening, solar powered with battery assistance. It's 9 to 13. For certain types of welding, the intensity gets brighter and brighter.
Uh-huh.
You know, for normal stick welding, a 9 or a 10, I would always suggest a minimum of a 10.
Okay.
My eyes are sensitive, so I always use the number 11.
Well, I'm going to say my eyes are probably a little sensitive too.
If you're ever doing like any TIG welding, you know, which is tungsten inert gas, you know, you strike up that arc, those things can get pretty bright.
Okay, so the Miller Bobcat generator that I've got on my service truck, that's what I'm after
I've
running.
never looked at that. That probably is mostly just a stick weld.
Yeah, it is.
Because, you know, I don't know if you can run like a wire feeder on that and, you know, have a MIG welder or...
Not that I'm aware of, but I don't have it. I'm not.
I don't even know if they've got that kind of... Well, like a lot of these things are mini MIGs.
Yeah.
That's your gun and torch for a MIG.
Okay.
There's a little spool of wire in those things. And
Yeah.
Commercial ones, you know, you can get big spools and separate feeder.
I've watched people use those before on some of my stuff because I've had a lot of welding done. I've just never done it.
But stick welding, you know, your electrodes.
So these over here, I figured if I buy, I might as well just buy in bulk. Is one of those like what would you recommend like for welding on my big trucks? Because I put them through a lot of heavy loads and whatnot.
Well, for what you were talking about, you need to do repair work. Probably the 6011.
Okay, and then I bought some 10,000 pound weighted trailer jacks that I'm going to be using as outriggers, and I'm going to do a full bead of weld all the way around to hold them to my toter truck.
Now, the thing of it is, the size you want to get, whether it's like an 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch or whatever, you know, like these big jumbos. If you're really laying the metal down for something huge, you want the larger rod. But
Okay.
if you're doing something fine and precise with lower amperages on your welder, you go with the smaller ones.
But the smaller ones, you'll just go through more sticks if you want to layer thicker bead.
And you have to run just slightly colder amperage.
Okay.
Because, you know,
For the average welding, you know, doing a solid bead of weld on everything, is this still what you recommend?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's sort of just the standard.
Okay.
I used to use a lot of 70-18.
Okay.
But,
What's the difference?
I forget what the differences in it were, but so anybody on there that's a professional welder, it's been years since I've done this, and
Yeah.
I was mostly a MIG and TIG welder.
Gotcha.
So I could pick up a stick and, you know, do whatever. But
I'm going to go ahead and get that then.
uh,
Let me throw this in the cart.
are they going to allow you to open this?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I can open it.
Because you want to make sure it fits your head.
Oh.
Because I've got a big round head.
Yeah.
Most people have a smaller oval head.
Mm-hmm. If you don't mind. Well, like I was telling them earlier, I try not to rip things on these boxes when I have to open them out of respect for the store. Sometimes, every once in a while, it doesn't work out so well, but I'll try my best.
Is the harness all in it?
I have no clue. Oh, you're talking
The
about
head harness, yeah.
this part here?
Yeah.
Okay, so adjust this
Okay,
here.
it's got a sweat band. Yep.
Oh, you got to turn it down. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Put this down on it tight, man.
Yeah, see,
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
you've got plenty of space, and you'll have to
Yeah.
adjust the top band so it doesn't hang in your eyes. And,
Oh, yeah, because I can't hardly see out that.
well, that's because they got a sticker on it right now.
Well, I mean, like it was too low.
Yeah.
I think is what I was meaning or something.
Well, that could be the thing too, because that's a 2x4.
So are these supposed to touch your nose, or are they
No.
supposed to?
No,
So
so
maybe these need tight.
the side stops and
Okay, there we go.
yeah.
All right. that's-
Yeah.
That seems right.
And it should be, well, on those, you're not going to have to do. See, I used to run the old, just the dark glass screens.
Mm-hmm.
These were brand new first coming out, and we didn't trust them.
Gotcha.
And-
So this stuff in here,
The batteries.
wonder if it comes with the batteries and how do you change the battery?
Oh, they probably got like watch batteries in them.
Okay. Oh, I see some clips here. I don't want to mess with it right
Yeah,
now.
so you got to pull them out to activate the batteries. And so that's a little 2x4. If you're only doing some welding, I needed to look all over, so I ran the great big screens. But that was a whole different animal back then.
You're talking about like side screens?
No, the size of the lens itself, right here.
Oh, the square deal. Okay.
Yeah.
I've tried on welding helmets a time or two before,
Yeah.
and this actually was a whole lot better than I ever remember. I can actually see
Yeah.
pretty good through this. I like this. I think this will work for me because I'm going to be, if I can get my welder working, hold on a second. If I can get my welder working, I'm going to go ahead and start teaching myself how to weld.
Yeah.
I'm tired of not being able to weld. And I can't ever get anybody when I need them to come weld my stuff.
Well, here, before you put that up,
Uh-huh.
let me, because if I come over and
Oh, yeah, see if it fits you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you thought of that.
push in and
Yeah, push in and turn, yeah.
yeah, I got it.
It'll work.
And it's nice, it's already got the sweatband in it, and you will want that because there's nothing worse than when you're welding, sweat's dripping out.
So are them interchangeable?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they have more of them in stock here, maybe?
The Velcro and
That way, if we interchange, we don't have to be having other people's sweat going into our eyeballs. And I was fixing to buy this, but then I put it back because I just didn't know what I was doing. Should I go ahead and buy that?
you don't need all that fancy stuff. Soapstone just marks metal.
Right.
And I never had all this. I just had those.
Okay. I picked out this and these.
Welding sleeves, welding gloves.
I probably for sure need the welding gloves while
And
practicing.
there's the lens covers. But this plastic piece, depending on how close to the weld you get, spatter's going to start burning little pits in it.
Okay.
And eventually they'll get so dirty you can't hardly see. So you just flip them in the trash and get new ones.
So are these the new ones for that? Because I might as well go ahead and buy a...
They probably are. I think they've all got a standard size lens on them now.
Well, this here, whatever this is, looks bigger.
Yeah, but you notice some of them have bigger screens on them.
Yes, okay, so I
Yeah.
see. So these... Well, actually, that is even a little smaller than that. It should say the size on here somewhere.
Yeah.
Item 95950, whatever. Pack of 5 welding lenses. Actually, I think that shows the picture that it's for that, I think.
I think they're both the same. I think.
No, I think... let me set that down a second.
Same.
Oh, and I'm not even paying attention to my viewers. I hope there's... Probably, I hope. We'll see. Let me pick my phone back up so I don't... Alright, so I'll have to edit all that black screen out.
Yeah, he just laid you down and...
Just forgot about them.
Okay. And the sweat, you can go ahead and put that back in there. But let's see. Sweatbands.
My thing is, if I don't have to, I don't want to come back here again.
Yeah.
Things are going to be cheaper here for the welding stuff. I want to go ahead and get it while I'm here. And figure out my needs, wherever I got to go for that. But what I was looking at over there is them clamps. You're like, can I build my own leads? And can I do it for cheaper than just buying them already
Well,
pre-made?
if you build your own, you're going to have the tools for crimping the ends on.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at here. So I was looking at, let's just look at this for example. The width of this, the diameter of that, where the cable goes in, that's pretty large diameter. But I'm looking at these, And they're not that wide.
Well, see, that's the lug to go onto the machine itself. Well,
Okay.
they've got different ones. No, they're all about the same.
That one has a wider deal here, much wider.
Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna have to know the post size and also your wire if you're going to make your own.
Okay.
But if you're buying leads,
Well, that's just it. Am I going to be cheaper to make my own or to buy them?
well, if you want some nice long ones, but you need to know what your machine can handle.
Yeah.
Because if you get too long and you don't have enough amperage,
Okay.
and
So that might be something I need to order off of eBay or something.
some guys like these because they're just quick. Me personally, I always like the C-clamp.
C-clamp your wire down?
It looks like a C-clamp and your wire is bolted into that. And that way you can, because...
Talking about this type of deal? Whoops.
Your regular... They don't even have one here.
Okay.
It's for clamps and stuff, but it would look like a regular clamp. And then the wire is grounded in the back here.
Gotcha.
Then you would just screw that on. And they also make them like on vice grips and all of that kind of stuff.
I might go ahead and get those because I was looking at them earlier thinking about it, but I didn't see that it came with a second clamp. Wondering if...
You know, it all depends on what you're doing. You know, because here's like for little metal clamping and you know, you got your vice grips and I guarantee whatever tools you use for welding is going to get all burnt and spattered.
Right.
So don't use your finest vice grips. And,
well, I'm probably... These I know are here in they're welding clamps, but I'll probably use these for lots of other things too, I think. So I think it'll be worth getting those. And then the gloves.
Oh, that's a pack of gloves.
It's a pack of 3. I mean, which glove is the better preferred though for welding? Which would, you know?
Well, let's put it this way. They won't stay looking like that for very long.
Right, but which is going to be safer? You know? Like which is going to not burn up as quickly between, say, those and these?
See, basically, welding gloves protect you from the sparking and the arcing. Because remember, even if you had on just like a leather glove, that'll protect your hand from the sparks, but it won't protect any of this from the flash.
Which is why I was thinking about getting those too.
Yeah, that, or if you're actually in a welding shop, a jacket, you can just throw the jacket on. That way you don't get a bunch of, because I guarantee whatever shirt you're wearing will have little holes in it.
Yeah.
And right here, under the hood, you'll end up with that little red goatee burnt into your neck. And you got to worry about backflashing too when you're wearing the hood. So never have anything illuminating behind you. Or even the sun shining. Because if the sun is shining, you can't see what you're doing. So you might have to put up like one of your umbrellas.
Okay.
So almost knocked him out.
Gotta watch that sneaking up on people.
Yeah, this is probably a better deal.
Okay, then I'll throw those in the cart and get them. So the sleeves, I'd just be better off to probably wear a long sleeve shirt that I don't care about. But you think these would be fire retardant?
Fire retardant, yeah.
I think I better do that then because
I never had anything. I had sleeves, but they were always that green cloth you see welders. You know, and it doesn't stay green very long because the ultraviolet bleaches that color on it.
Well, the reason I'm a little leery is because just with my grinder, and I've been grinding for many years, but with my grinder here 6 months ago, I was grinding something in the church, I think, and next thing I know, I look down and my shirt is on fire. I'm like, oh! And I'm trying to pat it, put it out, and before I knew it, half that shirt had burned up. Luckily, it didn't hurt me, but yeah, so that told me, okay, the grinder, if it's going to do it with a grinder, it's going to do it with a welder, a torch, whatever. and got to have fire retardant stuff on.
And a suggestion too is like your foot covering.
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't think it, but you want to make sure that no spark can get down into your boot.
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
guarantee you'll learn how to take your boots off very quickly with a chunk of wood. I literally had a piece burn right through my pants, like went inside the tongue, and there's still a, you know,
Scar there?
It looks like the people that got that shot scar on their arm.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's right in the front of my leg.
Wow.
You know.
That would hurt.
Oh yeah. But you learned how to burn.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
Okay. So we got the rods, the helmet, the lenses, gloves, and arm protectors, whatever.
Brushes, chipping hammer.
Okay, yeah, the chipping hammer. I didn't see the chipping hammer here. Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah.
So I probably need one of them.
That just knocks the slag off of
All right.
your weld, and that can clean up your surface to some degree. But
Okay.
it also shines your weld up after you've chipped it.
Okay.
So you can really, because what you're talking about welding really isn't very, what you would call high grade, high quality looking welds. You're just happy to.
Yeah, as long as it holds, that's my biggest concern. And if I'm worried about looks, I can deal with that later. World. Textbook welding manual, basics of gas, arc, MIG, TIG, and plasma welding and cutting. $20. You think I ought to
It's up to you.
that or a YouTube video?
Got a library.
Huh?
Got a library close by.
Oh,
A lot of times
Yeah.
you could probably go online and.
yeah. Yeah, I just watch some YouTube videos. I'm not big on reading anyway, so I'd open the cover up, probably look at it a couple times.
I'm not very fond of that name.
Oh, yeah.
It's always kind of like they forget all the stuff you need to know.
Mm-hmm. So, where are you heading when you leave here?
Well, I was just going to go over by Walmart and put some gas in.
You think that Tractor Supply place might have welding leads?
I'm sure
Right.
they might.
Would you want to go take a drive over there and look
Well,
with
there's
me?
an Atwoods down there too.
Where? Oh, way down the other way. Tractor Supply is next. We ended up going to Atwoods. Atwoods was $6.99 a foot for the number 2 wire, plus the price of the stinger and the ground wire, or the ground clamp, and the other pieces we needed for the other end of the leads. It was going to run like $900 trying to put together everything I need at Atwoods. And then I called Tractor Supply. They was even more expensive at $7.99 a foot. After some talking around, and finally went and looked up and contacted a welding supply shop. We ended up going to whatever it says there, James Supplies. And voila, we got me some welding leads finally for my Miller Bobcat welder, which I don't have a clue how to weld, but I'm fixing to teach myself. So we got that there, and yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here probably, and then I'll get this one edited and put on, and y'all just will know that big things are coming as far as like different kind of content. Y'all have a good one, and Earl, anything to say to them?
God bless y'all, everyone, y'all.
Amen.